A greedy man is always poor. A snake can change its skin, but not its disposition. An ungrateful son is a wart on his father's nose. He leaves it, it's ugly. He removes it, it hurts. As the wise man looks for a bridge, the fool crosses the river. Bravery without foresight is like a blind horse. Courteous men learn courtesy from the discourteous. Doubt is the key to knowledge. Life is like perpetual drunkenness. The pleasure passes, but the headache remains. There are 4 things every person has more of than they know: sins, debt, years, and foes. While yearning for excess, we lose the necessities. You cannot hang everything on one nail. Who has not had a taste longs to do so, but for whom has tasted, then the longing is 100 times more. The lover who gives you her body, but not her heart, is generous with thornless roses. Sometimes, the body becomes healthy by being very sick. You can close the city gates, but you cannot close the people's mouths. The branch that bears the most fruit bends itself thankfully toward the ground. The half-wit spoke, and the brainless believed. Do not cut down the tree that gives you shade. When there are 2 cooks, the soup will be either too salty or tasteless. Work is twice done by the man in a hurry. A thief is a king until he is caught. Patient men win the day. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. Power comes to those that are wise. Just because a woman allows you to have sex with her every day, it does not mean that you are close to her. Be nice to people on your way up, because you might meet them on your way down. To sin in secret is more pleasant than having pleasure in the open. The needle makes clothes, but stays naked. Treat your superior as a father, your equal as a brother, and your inferior as a son. Five fingers are brothers, not equals. The eyes can do 1,000 things that the fingers cannot. There are 3 kinds of enemies: the enemy himself, the friends of your enemy, and the enemies of your friends. When a stone hits glass, the glass breaks. When the glass hits a stone, the glass breaks. The wise man that does not put his knowledge into practice is like a bee that gives no honey. A drop of rain makes no impression on a hard stone. If you do not want to be found out, take the appearance of the people around you. One pound of learning requires 10 pounds of common sense to apply it. Taking the first step with the good thought, the second with the good word, and the third with the good deed, I enter paradise. Use your enemy's hand to catch a snake. The loveliest faces are to be seen by moonlight, when one sees half with the eye and half with the fancy. Be not all sugar, or the world will swallow you up. Be not all wormwood, or the world will spit you out. The night hides a world, but reveals a universe. The drowning man is not troubled by rain. The tears of the roasting meat kindle the fire even more.